Very good morning, children. Hope you all doing good. So, as we are done with exponents and powers, today we are going to start our new chapter, chapter 2, linear equations in one variable. As this is the chapter which is having its root in 8th and it is going to be continued in the 9th and 10th standards, I appreciate if you could follow the class very carefully as I am going to explain everything part by part and line by line. Though it looks easy, but as it is having quite good intro to the next classes, please follow the classes carefully. So let us start. As today's class is only introduction class, don't copy anything of today's class into your classwork. I will tell you and I will guide you how to and what to be written. So let us start with the introduction today. Linear equations in one variable. If you observe the heading of the chapter carefully, it gives birth to three words, namely linear, equation and variable. So the three words which we need to understand carefully in order to get good knowledge about this chapter are: one is variable and the second one is equation and the third one is linear. Okay, though the chapter comes with these words in reverse order, I am writing variable first, equation next and the linear last, because variable is the root to get the equation. Okay, and through this equation you will get what exactly the meaning of linear equation is. So as I am going to discuss each and individual part of this very slowly for today, so please try to understand the things and learn better. So the very first concept which we are going to learn is variable. Okay, so in order to write algebraic expressions or equations, understanding variable is very important, where variables means letters, that means English alphabets that are used, to represent unknown values, okay, or unknown numbers. So letters that are used to represent unknown numbers. Now, so in order to do that, what we will make use is, we will make use of small letters like X, Y, A, B, C, etc. as variables. Okay, the letters like X, Y, A, B, C individually, okay, you should not join them. Individual letters you have to take, X, Y, A, B, C up to Z you can take. So this will be called as variables. Okay, if you observe the word variable clearly, you can see the word vary. Okay, so which means something that can vary. So variable is something that is not fixed. Okay, variables represents the things which are not fixed. Usually in our terms we will take numbers. Okay, so constant numbers are different. In order to represent the unknown numbers, we will use variables like X, Y, A, B, C, okay, up to Z. Now let us move to the next word of the title, equation. So the next word which we are going to deal is equation. Okay, So if you observe this term equation clearly, you can see the term equa. Okay, it is something which is related to equality. But before understanding equation, you need to understand another term, that is expression. Okay, expression. Okay, I will explain this expression. What is the relationship if you observe for the given terms is, first variable. Using variable we will develop expressions, and upon implementing equality to expression, it will gives us equation. Okay, so this is the hierarchy that follows for the equations. Now I will explain you what exactly the expression is and then the equation. The term expression. So in order to understand what exactly the expression, I want to show you something. I am just carrying some toothpicks with me. So using this, I want to make the letter L. For example, look. So in order to make one L, how many toothpicks were required? It's very clear that we use 2 toothpicks. Okay, now I want to make 2 L's using the toothpicks. Okay, so 1 2, now 3 and 4. So in order to make 2 L's, how many toothpicks were required? 4. Okay, now I want to make 3 L's using the same toothpicks. So in total, how many L's were toothpicks were needed? So we can clearly say, in order to make 3 L's, okay, in order to make 3 L's, the number of toothpicks required are 6. Okay, so for 1 L we required 2, for 2 L's we required 4, and for 3 L's we required 6. Now I am writing this 2 as 2 into 1, and this 4 as 2 into 2, and this 6 as 2 into 3. Okay, so for 1 L, 2 toothpicks is expressed as 2 into 1, and for 2 L's it is expressed as 2 into 2, and for 3 L's it is expressed as 2 into 3. For 1 L, observe this one here. For 1 L, for 2 L's, for 3 L's. Okay, for the required number of L's, what we are doing here, we are simply multiplying it with 2. In that case, if I want to get n L's, that means unknown value, I am representing with letter n. N L's, the general formula is going to be 2 into n, because 1L multiplied with 1, 2 L's multiplied with 2, 3 L's multiplied with 3. Similarly, n L's multiplied with n. So 2 into n we can write as 2n. If you observe here, we used the letter n and variable. So this gives 2n as expression. Hope you are clear now. By using variables, when we bring any general format in order to find anything like this, which we call expression. Okay, now I will move to equation. Okay, hope you are clear with the term expression. So expression we wrote like this, 2n, okay, 5x, okay, and we can take 7y plus 5. Even this is also not a problem because 5 is a constant term here, okay. So now then what is equation, I will tell you, please look. So when these expressions which were developed using variables were written using equality symbol, equal symbol, that is 2n is equal to, for example, 8, or else 5x plus 4 is equal to 2x minus 1. Okay, whenever you see an equality symbol, okay, in order to relate expressions like this, we call such things as equations. Okay, hope you are clear now. Now let us move to linear equation. Okay, what exactly the linear equation is? Now please look at the board carefully. So linear equation. So expression, equation, now linear equation. Okay, if you observe here, you can see the word line. Okay, that means when these equations which are linear in nature were developed as graphs, that means if we draw graphs for linear equations, they will come as a straight lines like this. Okay, they will come as a straight lines. For example, look, okay, when we draw x-axis and y-axis like this, and if we plan to draw the graphs for the linear equations, they will come like straight lines. Okay, okay, and even like this. Actually these were not there for you. In the next classes you will come across graphs for linear equations. So hence the name linear equation came, because the graph is going to be a line. Now look, so if we take the general form of a linear equation, it will be ax plus b is equal to c. Okay, where, as you know, a is x, a, b, c, okay, are the different terms. Usually x will be counted as a variable. Okay, x will be taken as a variable, and a, b, c can be real numbers. Okay, a, b, c can be real numbers, that means whole numbers, integers, fractions. Okay, so the general form of a linear equation is ax plus b is equal to c, where x is a variable and abc can be real numbers. Now I will give you some examples for the linear equations, so please look. Look, I am taking an equation like x square plus 1 is equal to 5, for example. Okay, x square plus 1 is equal to 5. Now in this, what is the variable? We can clearly say that the variable here in this equation is x. Okay, the unknown value is x, hence the variable is x. Now you tell me what is the power of that variable? Power of x or power of variable is equal to 2, because x is under square. Now the power of x is equal to 2. We are having one variable, whereas power is equal to 2. But if you observe, this is contradicting the general form of a linear equation, because if I want to write the same as a linear equation, I should write like this. Because as per the definition of linear equation, always the power of the variable must be 1. Power of variable must always be 1. That means x square plus 1 is not a linear equation because it is carrying the power 2. Always it should be 1. If it is more than 1, like 2, 3, 4, etc., we'll never call it as a linear equation. And look, x plus 1 is equal to 5. X plus 1 is equal to 5. So we are very clear that x plus 1 is equal to 5 is a linear equation. And you tell me how many variables are there? Only one variable x. So through this what you have to understand is linear equations in one variable means it should have only one variable and the power also must be 1 like this. Okay. So it should have only one variable and power must always be 1. As you know, usually we won't write to express the power as 1. I will show you some more examples for the linear equations. Look. So 3y minus 7. Here also y is a variable and it is having power 1. So this is also a linear equation. Now look. I am taking 5 by 4 into x minus 10 is equal to 4. Even this is also a linear equation because we have x as one variable and the power is 1. Hope you are clear with this now. So keep three things in mind. One is, in order to write a linear equation in one variable, you have to see equality symbol like this, and it should have only one variable. It must have only one variable like this, and the power also should be 1. Okay, so we have to check these three things in order to check whether the given equation is a linear equation in one variable or not. So tomorrow we'll start the continuation of this, which gives us complete picture about how to solve and what is the solution of a linear equation. That's all for today. Have a great day.